Hey guys, this is going to be the must-haves for surviving the first few months. So I've just got a pile of stuff over here that I'm going to show you that is a lifesaver for me anyway. I know that every child is different and every parent has different ways of wanting to handle situations. So yeah, but this is all of my lifesavers. The first thing I'm going to mention is gas drops. Gas drops have saved us. My youngest has PKU, and I think that switching around his formulas and stuff, because he was getting breast milk and then his PKU formula, and now we've had to add in regular baby formula because I'm no longer producing, and these have saved us. I cannot tell you how many nights that he has screamed in the middle of the night, and we've all lost sleep because of his tummy issues, but these, thank you to whoever made these. These are amazing and a must-have for us anyways. The next thing that I'm going to mention is a breast pump. I am very big on breastfeeding, so a pump is a necessity to keep your milk supply going strong. Whenever you get engorged, pump it out. It keeps it to where it's not so sore. And then also, like I said, my son does have PKU, so there was plenty of times in the first month or two that I had to do no breast milk at all, and he could only have his Paraflex formula, which is his PKU formula, to get his levels down. And this is what kept my supply going as long as it did. I used a pump with my first and my second child. It's just always nice to be able to pump some and have some in the fridge just in case you need to go run somewhere, just so you know that your child has something to eat with them and they're not going to starve. This next thing goes hand in hand with breastfeeding, and that is nipple pads. With my first, I went through several different brands, and I could never get one that would completely, like, I would have to get up and change my shirt and my bra in the middle of the night because I would still leak everywhere. But these, I'll show you. These are super absorbent. What it reminds me of whenever they get wet is like a diaper. So they absorb like a diaper. So they get like squishy and stuff like that, but they don't leak through the backside. It's not like plastic, but the water never comes out this side. And then there's little tabs that you can pull off, and there's stickiness so it can stick inside of your bra if that's what you need. This is the Lancino brand, and I swear by these. These are the best. Next thing is also for breastfeeding, and this is a breastfeeding cover. I have had 3 kids, so I'm pretty comfortable just whipping them out and feeding them. I don't care where I'm at or who's around me. But it's always uncomfortable for me whenever I am like around the older gentlemen in our family. So I do use a big old breastfeeding cover if necessary, and it goes over your neck like this, and then you can feed and you can look down, or I normally uncover the top of their heads and their feet because it does get pretty hot, which is why I don't use it as much as I did with my firstborn, but when you need it, you need it. Another must-have for me is receiving blankets. These I rarely ever use for blankets. I use them as like spit up rags because babies can spit up quite a bit, and then if you have like a small burp cloth, then it's just done after one spit up and you have to go get a new one. They're big. Put it all the way on your front and on your back so it doesn't get on your clothes. Hopefully, doesn't always work, but there's a lot of fabric, so it soaks up a lot of spit up, so love receiving blankets. Another thing that goes hand in hand with that is lots of onesies. I have lots of regular onesies, some that's long sleeves, some that's short sleeves, just onesies that I keep in the diaper bag, or if they get spit up all over them, then it's just something easy to change them in and out of. Whenever you're just around the house, this is all my kids wear. Well, this is all my babies wear. Another thing is Aveeno Baby. This is something that I finally picked up when I had Landon. And I did this because I noticed that I used the Johnson's Pink Baby Lotion with Daniel and with Cade too, but I noticed that Cade has more sensitive skin, and it just dries up to nothing. Like after 5 minutes you can't even tell that you put lotion on. So with this, I really like it because after 2 uses of this, my second child, his rash cleared up, so I'm pretty sure that he was just sensitive to the other lotion. But this stuff you can still feel on your skin after like several hours, even days sometimes if they're not roughhousing too much. It's just my favorite, and I even use it now. So this is our favorite lotion. Another must-have for me is good diapers. I want good diapers that aren't going to leak through, aren't going to come out the sides if there's a diaper explosion. I want good absorbent diapers. And the best one that I've found after I've been a mom now for almost 5 years, I found that Pampers Baby Dry are the best for our kids. Not the Cruisers, I didn't like those, and the Swaddlers, I don't like the mesh in there. So Pampers Baby Dry, they have this stretchy on this side, and then there's a backup stretchy. So it doesn't come out with the legs, and it just absorbs really, really well. Recently we got Cade some Huggies, and those he always seems to be wet on the outside of the diaper, which I don't understand. Like, he can go pee and then within 2 seconds, if you don't change it, then his pants are going to be wet, and I hate that. So, because with having 3 kids, you're always busy. You don't notice that one needs to be changed until, like, you just don't notice right away. So having good absorbent diapers is a must for us. Going with that is wipes. I like thick wipes that aren't too soapy, because that tends to break out my middle child, because like I said, he has sensitive skin. These are Huggies Natural Care. With Daniel, I used Pampers Sensitive. That's just what I always used on him, and he never seemed to have a problem with it, but I did notice that they were really soapy. These are really thick, and you can stretch them and they just don't even break. They're really, really good. And you can rub on them and you don't see soap, whereas with the Pampers you could always see soap if you rubbed them. And so I just didn't like the thought that that soap was being left on their butts. So we switched to those, and we've been on those for almost 2 years now, and I really like them. Another must-have for me and my children is a place to do tummy time. And for me, having other kids, you want, like, the house does get a mess, and so I want something clean that I can put my child on that's colorful and bright. And so I've always loved play mats. This is really colorful and bright. You can even attach toys to it. But the thing that I like the most about this is that it came with this. And this is something that you can prop them up on when they're doing tummy time to strengthen their neck and their back muscles. And this just helps them keep their head up, and it encourages it a lot more. And that is really important. You can also attach toys to this also. And so I really like, I mean, you could use a regular blanket, but this is awesome to me. I love it. Cade used this, and now Landon uses this, and Landon is so good with his head control, like right off the bat pretty much, because we start tummy time almost immediately. So he is a pretty strong guy, and I want to say that he's handled tummy time so well because of this. Daniel didn't have this, and he hated tummy time, hated it. The last few things would have to be nail clippers that are for little baby fingers. Their nails grow really fast. You'd be surprised. And just having little clippers is really helpful. I hate clipping babies' nails. I'm on my 3rd child, so I have gotten better at it. But with Daniel, I did clip his finger on accident once, and it bled, and I cried. But these just, you gotta have them. You gotta do it. And another must-have for me is the nose sucker. This is the one from the hospital because I just find that it's a lot skinnier right here. So you can really get in there and just suck it all out. I have heard good things about the Nose Frida, and if we ever lose this one and we need one, then sure, I'm going to try the Nose Frida, but this works perfect for me. And last but not least, you have to have toys to keep them entertained, to stimulate their brain. And we like little handheld toys that has a rattler, and then he can also chew on this. Landon is going through a phase where he likes to chew on things, so this kind of toy is like perfect for him. We also have bigger ones. We have a big Dumbo one that can attach to the car seat that has the crinkly ears that he really likes. Just anything to stimulate their brain is awesome. Just kidding. I have one last thing and then I think I'm really done. Yes. This is a boppy pillow. After 3 kids, you'd think that I wouldn't need a boppy pillow anymore, but every single time for the first like month or 2, it just makes it so much easier to just breastfeed. Even when my husband holds him for long periods of times, he would use this. Now we pretty much use pillows if we need to, but this is always a lifesaver for the first couple months. And so this is the same one that I've had since Daniel. Like I said before in a previous video, I have a problem throwing out my children's stuff, but it comes in handy, so gotta love it. That is all of my mommy must-haves for surviving the first few months. Go check out Daniel, Caden, and Landon's update videos, and the next video will probably be Landon's 5-month update. I cannot believe it, already 5 months old. Anyways, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Comment any questions that you have for us down below. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already so you can get notified when we update so you don't miss out on any of the fun. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!